a brand new ground. By brand new, I mean in relation to the videos I've been making. But this is actually, I think, the second oldest in the actual game, and it still remains one of the best. It is, of course, Arathi Basin. Now, this is a domination map, 15 versus 15. Objective: hold as many bases as possible. You generally need 3 to win. If it's going to be just like static control throughout the whole game, but that rarely happens, so it might go back and forth, and you may need less bases to win if you pull ahead at the start. As Horde, you start here, Alliance, you start here, which means the farm is always going to be the Horde's first take, and the stables is always going to be the Alliance's. Points of contention, and mainly the blacksmith, because it's in the middle, which gives generally easy access to a couple of other bases. The most popular one is the lumber mill, because this is on the high ground and gives you lots of vision. You can see the blacksmith from there, you can see all of this area of the map from there. The only thing you can't see is the gold mine, because that is on low ground. Oops, I've just used my speed potion. That was a bit of a mistake. Oh well. Well, the speed potion gives me speed boosts and turns me into a Ginyu. You can get these by fishing up spinefish. And I can't... oh my god. Can't mount while shapeshifted. Okay, there we go. So, I am going to go to the blacksmith because I'm a death knight, and in my experience as a death knight with the 20% mount speed increase, you can usually get to the blacksmith without any contention and take the flag. So that is what we are going to try and do. It's quite common for the Alliance to not go for the blacksmith. I think this is because they have to go a long way around, like here, because the only other way they can do it is if they've got water walking, and they can go down here, and then there's this little slope on the backside here, so they can go up there. Something that often happens in random battlegrounds, which has happened in this one, so I'm going to try and rectify it before it becomes an issue, is the person who took the farm has gone and fucking left it. Now there's a hunter going back to it. And as you can see, the Alliance know that people in the Horde are always spazzes when it comes to this situation, so they've instantly come to attack it. Luckily, a couple of people do have the brains to actually come back and defend this. I hope that's not our ruinous ones. I'm not actually sure. Okay, I'm going to get out of that. Oh god, maybe the best. Yeah, I'm going to just die. They're all out on me. I'm not going to waste any more cooldowns, because it's just pointless. They've got this. They've got so many people there. So they're going to take 4 bases. Welcome to Horde Random PvP. Mind you, we do have the stables. So we're forced back into the start location. I don't want to go to the farm when I resurrect here, because that is where all the Alliance seem to be. So what I am going to do is ride right on past and go to the gold mine, because I'm pretty sure I would just die again if I went to the farm. Oh, I hate people who yell in common. Fun tip though, you can actually put them on ignore and it does work. So we've got our druid down here, that's kind of getting his ass kicked a bit. Is he going to survive? I'm not entirely certain. Oh yeah, he's nowhere going to survive now. And I didn't want that to happen. Oh well. Not much I can do now, they're going to slow me anyway, so I might as well get stuck in. Try and kill these totems instead, only a few things in range. Oh, this is terrible. Probably a stupid idea to go for the paladin in anyway, because he's probably just going to bubble if he gets too low. So this is going absolutely shit. So a lot of people are back at the farm, so I guess that's the next place I should be heading. Might have more of a chance to take it. Although I keep saying it is going really bad, the score's not that bad really. Obviously it'll get increasingly worse the longer they have 3 bases and we have 2. But Yeah, we can salvage this at the moment. So we'll have to see what happens. That mage is one of the main problems, because he just had a really stupid burst, even though his gear's really bad. So I'm going to, I was going to say I'm AMSing because of anti-magic shell, but he died anyways. So I'm going to try and take this, but that monk's already got me targeted and the mage is back. Interrupt that with polymorph. I want to actually silence him too. Managed to just take him out with a death coil. Pick up the healing thing inside the building. And head on over here and hope that that pet doesn't keep attacking me. And that hunter doesn't decide to do some multi-shot, because I am taking this and he interrupted me like a bastard. So I'm going to grip him in and grip him again. And then people can just go to sound on him. They're just rest, so that hunter's got a long rest timer. So, if we're able to clear these guys out, we should be fine. But monks are kind of hard to kill. Again, the hunter's probably going to interrupt me, but no, it looks like I might do it. And I did it. So we're going to be back up to 3 momentarily. So I'm going to get close to him, KMS, because of the Frost Nova. Pretty cool thing to come from mages. It might seem like a waste because it's not a lot of actual damage, but you're going to get absolutely pounded if you get stuck in a Frost Nova. God, polymorph, that's way too long. I'm going to use my gold to stun him, and then send a couple of death coils his way. And this buff to transform the ghoul lasts for another 20 seconds, so I'm going to wait until it's got barely any time left on it, and then transform the ghoul. Just so that it's got actual uptime in a more useful fight. So we've got a hunter here, so I'm going to leave him to defend that, and I'm going to go to the blacksmith, because we lost it. And 5 seconds left on the ghoul. Oh, actually defended that, so I'm going to transform him now, because otherwise the ramp up time would come back. And keep on going towards the blacksmith. Hard's taken the farm, so we're back up to 3 bases. And we have this guy in Storm Knife and Fire for some reason. Well, he's okay, it's Fist of Furying me. I'm just going to Sun Fortitude that. Get that there, Warlock. I'm going to actually silence him and gargoyle him, because my luck is not healer anywhere near me. Root him. Stun him with my ghoul. Soul Reaper, because of the sort of cheat, as it were, with hunters. Why? Okay, that guy is still there. Incoming lumber mill, so to lumber mill we shall go. I always hate not being an engineer on this map, because Goblin Glider is so useful at the lumber mill. Get blasted off, Goblin Glider. Okay, what do we have here? Well, we've got a monk, so we'll go straight for that guy, take him down. Now for the warrior, I'm going to try and keep him off that shaman, because he's got that shaman targeted and it's... it was on quite low health, but not anymore, because I did save it. So that's good. Okay, that was a waste of my ghoul stun. He had died by the sword up, so he just parried it. Go for the druid, because druids are awful fucking things. We all hate them. Because they never needed to have blink. Stupid displacer beast. Stack a few aquatics on him, and then it's all Reaper, and down he goes. Okay, we seem to be okay, generally. There is a hunter over there, but he's not long for this world. I think he tried to jump off. Anyway, so we're quite well defended on all our bases except perhaps the farm. And I think we're okay there too. So I'm just going to go... I was going to go to the stable since we had a couple of guys there, but now I'm just going to go over the water here with Path of Frost. Seriously? He hit me from all the way over there? You son of a bitch. Sleep shot is bullshit. And they're asking now for the help at the farm, so I'll turn around yet again. So this is actually going to be one of the better battlegrounds on my channel probably, because it's actually a little closer. And obviously the one that I did lose was the Isle of Conquest, but nobody cares about Isle of Conquest. So actually fine, it's more than fine, so I'm not really sure what was going on there. I guess we'll go up to Lumber Mill, just for the high ground vision. Get a good idea of what's going on around and about. And there does seem to be some little fight going on over there. So there's fighting at Blacksmith. I think there's only one guy alive. So we're going to go down here and get this Warlock. Get that AMS, because he's actually not got his power, so I interrupted it. I expected Howl of Terror because all sorts of Loxley like to do that ability. That's why I like to preemptively AMS. Sometimes it's best not to, and for against destruction, for example, if you try and time it so that a Chaos Bolt is in mid-cast, and then you AMS just before it hits, that's the best use of it in that situation. Actually use my desecrated grounds on the moons or crowd controls for a short while. Quite looking forward to the change to that in Warlords, because it's going to make it so that you're immune to roots and snares, which is awesome because Death Knight mobility is a real issue. So that forced them to stay focused on stables for a little bit, even though it was kind of a suicide mission. But the idea of when you've got 3 bases is not to get too complacent. You don't want to just sit back on the 3 bases, because they will at some point... I actually got a killing blow. Gotta love dots. Yeah, they'll eventually just gather up a big group of people and just charge for one base and just zag it down. So, since stables was kind of a failure, we're going to just go pick up this Warlock. Oh, it's not a Warlock, I don't really know why I thought it was. So he's going to run away because monks are total bastards. Yes, I play one, but I'm not a Windwalker, so it's okay. No, you fucking don't. Oh no, Major Warlock, son of a bitch. Well, I'm going to lose this because Monk's self-healing is absolutely obnoxious. That is something that is getting addressed in Warlords, however, because they're getting their healing orbs removed. So they won't be as unkillable. I've seen it quite a few times in random battlegrounds, where you look at the score sheet and healing done, and there'll be a monk, a DPS monk. See, this is the DPS monk I was just fighting, and he's second on healing, and he's done that much. It's just absolutely disgusting. They should not be able to get away with it. Part of the problem is their cooldown, Tiger Eye Brew. It not only increases damage by 60%, it increases healing by 60%. So if they've got just Rushing Jade Wind, Expel Harm and spam health orbs, that is kind of the reason why they are able to do what they are able to do. So we're going to keep going at this monk. You can see though, it's just not dying. Does he have a healer nearby perhaps? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we're in range to cap this, so we're going to try. I'm going to use our ghoul to stun him, and that might just give us the edge to take it. Wait, what? Did I just get hit right at the very, very last millisecond or something? Oh well, this guy's going to take it instead. And we've lost the fucking blacksmith, god damn it. Hopefully that priest is going to stay there, which actually is terrible because he's our only healer and we don't want that to happen. Oh god, it's all... That hunter should have stayed there. Hunters are by far and away the best defence class when it comes to defending bases because they have explosive traps to knock them away, and they have a pet in case they get stunned. Make sure that this shaman and strangulate him because we don't want any more heals. Now we are going to go for that druid. In that case, too far away and too rooted, slowed and all that nonsense. So we're going to go for the warlock because I know I can actually kill him. And the hunter, I'm going to back away just a little bit. Start capping this. Okay, I've got all the pets on me. And a Shadow Fiend too by the looks of it. Monks, why do you exist? Fucking die. And of course the shaman's back now. Stun him. Okay, that hunter's just at the back multi-shotting everybody by the looks of it. I've not got my dots on him, which just absolutely sucks. Okay, there's my frost rune, holy rune. I'm going to trinket that fear, otherwise I'll eat the whole thing. God! I hate healers. Oh, god fucking damn it. Yeah, this is a total lost cause, and they've got 4 bases now. And yeah, not going very well for us. When we get this far behind, now is the time I like to look at everybody's gear. Bad, decent, decent, very good, kinda bad, awful. So yeah, we've actually got a team full of people with no brains because they, for the most part, actually have the gear. So that's unfortunate. So this is going to be a loss because our team are just far too far behind now. I am going to upload it though because there's no point in not doing. I'm not one of those people who are just going to do nothing but upload only the games that they win, because that's just not how it actually goes. Come on, every time I use noggin fodder, it always gives me slow fall, like constantly, and now it's giving me skeleton and mini straight away. It would have been quicker just to run down there at this rate, but we are going to lose in just a few moments anyway. Still no slow fall, what the hell? Come on, noggin fodders. You always have to bend to an entire stack of these bloody things before you actually get what you want. Oh well. So as you can see, killing blows. Definitely more alliance than horde in the top sections. I wasn't even that high on damage. It sucks, but that was Arathi Basin, and just because we lost, I probably will try and play it again and find one where we do win. So, hope you enjoyed it and see you next time.